Hello everyone, I'm Flora. I love fantasy stuff, arts, crafts, fashion, etc. And today we are tackling my fashion to-do list. Or more like part of my fashion to-do list because we're gonna focus on pieces that are already made and need either some altering, some finishing, or just some extra added fun to them. So no making pieces from scratch in this video, at least. It's coming in the future. The first piece we're gonna work on is this one. So this is a top that I made for the Barbie movie, and currently it's sewn shut. There is no way for me to put it on. At the time I finished it with a bright blue zipper. That was because I needed to finish it for the movie and I didn't have anything else on hand but this bright blue zipper. Obviously this was a temporary closure system. The idea for it is to make a stretchy panel at the back. So here, I want to make a stretchy panel. I think it's called shirring or shirring, faux shirring really, because I'm not making the actual thing. I'm making something with elastic, or at least I'm gonna try to, because I've never done this before. So that's the first make. The second thing I want to work on is my jean jacket. This one, which I love very, very much, but I feel like it's maybe a little boring, dare I say. There could be something a bit more fun about it, so I would like to embroider the pockets. Because these two pockets are such a big part of the design, like I feel like I can do something with them. So embroidery is my kind of my new thing lately and I really enjoy it. So we're gonna try something like that. And the third thing I want to make is an alteration for these jeans. Because you see, these are the same shape and brand as the other ones I have and love. And they're all the same, like really the same shape, same everything, except pockets. These do not have pocket space. They decided for some reason you've had enough pockets, you don't need more in these pants. So, for example, I can't even fit my phone in there. How ridiculous is that? Because these pockets are kind of horizontal instead of going down, so you can't put stuff in them or it will fall. That's annoying, so we're making some pocket extenders. I've never done this, so it's gonna be a new thing, but I'm excited because I need pockets. Please let me have my pockets. First off is my corset top, and it starts strong because I just cut it open, just like that. And yeah, I was pretty scared cutting it and I wasn't sure at all of what I was doing. But since I didn't want to fully deconstruct it, I just went for it. Now the faux shirring technique is quite simple. You sew a number of channels and then you thread elastic through them. Easy enough. I decided to make 5 channels, mostly because it seemed annoying and I didn't feel like doing more. I didn't use a pattern, I just watched some YouTube tutorials on faux sharing technique, and I skipped the pattern part because I just live dangerously like that. In the videos, it seemed people cut fabric to be twice the size of the finished panel you'd want. So I used the piece I cut, figuring out I wanted this size in the end, doubled it and added a seam allowance to be able to put it back in. That was probably my first mistake. See, when it had the zipper, it fit nicely, but the zipper adds just a little bit of width to the top, and since I removed the zipper and sewed the thing shut, I had lost a bunch of that width, and I didn't realize at the time, of course.
She stepped away from me, and she moved through the fair, and fondly I watched her go here and go there, and she went her way homeward with one star away, as the swan in the evening moved over the lake. The people were saying that no two were wed, but one has the sorrow that never was said. And I smiled as she passed me with her goods and her.
And voila, I had my little stretchy panel. I then had to reattach it to the top, and I did that with a French seam so it would look clean. I also had to redo my binding on the bottom, and that was quite annoying to do. I then moved on to the pocket extenders. One quick video and I just went for it. Seam ripped the pockets open, and I can tell you they were really well sewn because I struggled. I then used some scrap fabric, cut it to the size I wanted for my new pockets, and attached it. I thought it would be more of a pain to sew with the machine, but it was okay. Not the best experience, but definitely doable.
Love came in so softly, she entered, her feet made no din. She came close beside me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day.
Overall, quite easy and fast, would recommend. For the last project, instead of starting with a YouTube tutorial, I started with Pinterest. My idea was to do a bit of lavender and some bees or bumblebees, so I looked for some references. First at lavender to check the overall shape and colors, then at actual embroidery to see how people did it, because I'm new to embroidery and not confident yet. And I literally found the concept I was going for, because obviously it's been done before. I then got my thread out, picked 3 different threads for the lavender, even if it only looks like 2 are actually different, it's fine. I picked a green, a pretty yellow for my bumblebees, and I set to it. Embroidery takes forever, so I also had to find stuff to watch or listen to during the process. Please give me any recs you have for that kind of background noise. I do have to watch my hands a bit, so podcasts are ideal, I'd say. Personally, I've been binging Jeannie D's channel. I discovered it recently and I love all of it. So you get a time lapse, but this took maybe around 5 or 6 hours. Hello again. Thank you for watching so far. The core setup, I say, it fits, kinda. But I'm afraid it's not its final form, because it's a struggle to get in and out of. Honestly, it's comical, and I'm not showing you because it's also quite ridiculous. Then the pocket extenders, no complaints, 10 out of 10. I can fit stuff in my pockets. That was the goal. So this one is huge success. And finally, probably the best project is the jacket. I think the result is really cute. My embroidery is quite wonky in parts, but I think that's okay. And I'm happy to wear it with the extra whimsy. I might have to figure out a way to protect the thread from like keys and stuff I put in the pockets, so it doesn't come apart. That would be sad considering how long I spent on it. But yeah, I have to maybe figure out something about that. So that's technically, I'd say, 2 out of 3 successes, which is pretty good. And like, technically I can wear the corset top. I just can't put any weight ever, and kind of can't breathe in it either. I'm not sure that counts as a win. That's it for this video. I hope you had a good time. I'm sorry about the editing. I'm not very happy with the results. I feel like it's kind of boring. Let me know what you think. Hopefully it's not that bad. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot as a beginner YouTuber with beginner skills. I'm aware these videos are very, very flawed, so it means the world to me that you're watching them and even liking and commenting. Like, that's huge. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!